Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago Cubs. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. John Lester is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Stepping up now, Hunter Renfroe, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off for the Rays, the left fielder, number 11, Hunter.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next will be Willy Adames. First pitch of the at-bat. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Lester, a 6'4" lefty. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
Our temperature, hot but not overly hot, 87 degrees here at first pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Row, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
The 3-1 coming from Lester. 3-2.
We got full count.
High in the air down the right field line. Souza on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Stepping in, Brandon Lau. He put together an amazing 5-for-5 performance yesterday afternoon. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. Fastball well outside.
2-0.
The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken, ball 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
2 out, nobody on. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Drilled down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2 out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
Popped him up. Contreras waits on it, and that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Brendan McKay will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. The 0-1 on its way. And that misses, 1-1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly, and there's 1 away.
Batting second, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
0-1.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game.
Batting third, the third baseman, Red.
Standing in, Chris Bryant. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. Number 18 for him on the campaign as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Batting fourth.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. Around first, digging for two. And he'll pull into second with one away.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go on this one.
At the plate, Steven Souza. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
Contreras leads off second with one gone in the inning. And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Well, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Batting fifth. The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. From the stretch.
Hey! Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 0-2. Here it comes. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Off the LED board and gone. So it's a two-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Digging in, Hernan Perez. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, ball one.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
The 1-0.
Hey.
4 runs here in this half inning. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Called strike 2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Cubs 4, the Rays nothing. Now at the plate, Yandy Diaz. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
In there, no balls and a strike.
As an offense right here, 4-0, you can't let that get away from you. You're a grand slam from tying this one up. Everyone take a deep breath and just start getting some guys on base.
Now Lester's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Oh, right back at Lester on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 31, Brian O'Grady.
Stepping into the box, Brian O'Grady. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Started to offer at it as an appeal goes down to Jerry Hillsdale at third, but Jerry says he held up. It's ball one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike.
One out, nobody on. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Manuel Margot is on deck. And the payoff pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting seventh, the center
And
fielder,
that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. Here's the first pitch to him. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And this is knocked down on the mound. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the third out. Weird way to end the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. So here's Albert Almora next. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
the center fielder, Albert.
Now the pitch.
Almora.
Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line from the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
So now to the plate, John Lester. Now Lester squares and gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Set. Here it comes.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Nope. 2-0.
great situation to be up at the plate right now. But if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Into center field, line drive, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
Number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. O'Grady is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. But they'll just get the one out here as the runner will get back safely at first. So a runner at first with 2 away. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it.
And he's into second safely with the stolen base.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
High in the air out to center field. Margot's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We've played 2 full. The Cubs are on top, 5-0.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Entering the day, they rank in the upper echelon of several pitching categories, and that doesn't go unnoticed around the clubhouse. One of the position players told me, our pitching staff has a calming influence on the entire team. We know they're going to keep us in games, and flat out, they just get the job done, and that helps everyone play more relaxed and confident. It appears this group of pitchers is a real cornerstone of this ball club, guys.
Leading off.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The catcher, Mike Zunino.
Here comes the first pitch. Mike Zunino is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. Line drive, base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
It's a nice job by the offensive player right there to stay in there on that fastball. He wanted it back. You could tell he was frustrated. He swung through the pitch before.
Kevin Kiermaier will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 39, Kevin Kiermaier.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. A softly hit ball here, foul off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. Ready with the 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Schwarber comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. So digging in now, Hunter Renfroe, and he's the reigning American League Player of the Month. He's set and the pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Runner at first here, one man out. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. Another try at 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Drilled on the ground to short. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Rays held in check here. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Yanni Chirinos is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Steven Souza waits on deck. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Hit back up the middle. Adames brings it in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Boy, he really had to go a long way to his left to get to that one, as is evidenced by Showtrack. Good first step and a great throw to get it there in time. Definitely took away what looked to be a hit off the bat. Now to the plate, Steven Souza hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
No balls and 1 strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. And there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something off speed or the breaking ball.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over.
3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Settling in now, Willie Adames. A matchup with John Lester now to lead off the inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs. One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Up high, 2-1 now. Three and one now.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Into the box now, Brandon Lau. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time. These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
To the plate now, Ji-Man Choi. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Ball 2 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-0 now from Lester.
Hey. Count is 2-1.
Pulls this one high and deep to right center field, and that'll hit off the ivy out there, and the runner will score from second. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 5-2 game.
This one just whistles over the second baseman's head. He had no chance to make a play on that one, and it gets fielded deep in the alley, but not before 2-run score, and the hitter lands on second.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Almora's got it, and there is 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Digging in now, Brian O'Grady. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. He'll get it into second. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. At the plate now, Manuel Margot. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Lester ready, the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
As a look, now the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Souza will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Cubs lead it 5-2. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Hernan Perez.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here comes the first pitch. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. One and one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit on the ground to third. And that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
Up next to the plate, the center fielder, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he lays off for ball 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Into the box now, John Lester, wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And that brings up Javi Baez, runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. That evens it up 1-1. From the stretch. 1-2 now.
1 ball.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Sent on the ground out to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Cubs 5, the Rays 2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They're currently averaging more than a hit per inning, while at the same time, they've yet to strike out a single time. We all know that's a rarity these days, but clearly the bat-on-ball approach is working for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And next will be the power hitting catcher, Mike Zunino. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Standing in now, Yonny Chirinos, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. Count now a ball and a strike. In there at the letters, 1-2 now. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Into the box, Hunter Renfroe, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 now. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Stepping in now, Willie Adames, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for Tampa, and the deficit remains 5-2. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
From the stretch. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Fred Bryant.
So striding in, Chris Bryant. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's out.
1-0 count. Here it is.
Yeah.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball, and bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. Home run number 2 for him on the year, as they open it up to 6-2 now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
The right fielder, number 21, Steven.
So now to the plate, Steven Souza, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Not too much bite on the breaking ball that time, as it's well off the outside.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Hit hard, but foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. And it's fouled away. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's the Cubs 6, the Rays 2. Kyle Ryan takes over to start the 6th inning on the
Now
mound.
pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 56, Kyle Ryan.
Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Brendan Lau.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. Ryan has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Grounded softly down the line toward first. And he'll reach first safely.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
At the plate, Ji-Man Choi. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. Thought about going for second, but instead, now they've got him in a pickle. The tag, and they got him as he couldn't get back to second.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence, no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
Now the 0-1.
1-1. Inside, ball 2.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that's low, ball 4.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
At the plate, Yandy Diaz. Lifetime against this particular arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. That's wide, 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Hey.
Runners on first with 1 down. Line drive, base hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dero, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
At the plate now, Brian O'Grady, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. On a line to shortstop.
The center fielder, number 13, Manuel Margot.
So 2 outs now in the Tampa Bay 6th, and that'll bring up the versatile center fielder Manuel Margot. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Rays strand a pair. They still trail here. It's 6-2. So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Kyle Schwarber.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Hernan Perez. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The center fielder.
Now batting, Albert Almora. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Cubs are down in order. They lead it 6-2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Craig Kimbrell will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. David Bodie will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Leading off the inning, Mike Zunino, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Kimbrell is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Austin Meadows will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 17, Austin Meadows.
Now time is marked out by the home plate umpire. Chopper to short. Throw gets him, 2 down. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Hunter Renfroe. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Here it comes, 1-0. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Two and one to the Rays leadoff batter. The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the payoff pitch home. And that one misses. It's ball 4. So a 2-out walk gives the Rays some hope here in the inning.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chasing up out of the zone.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Willy Adames. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Rays strand just the 1. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Chaz Rowe gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 52, Chaz Rowe.
Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. He's set. Here it comes. The 0-1 on its way.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Count is 1-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Into the box now, Javier Baez.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Now the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He's got it. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 6-2. Dan Winkler has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 43, Dan Winkler.
Ready to begin the 8th, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Brendan Lau. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
Into right field. That's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
He-Man 4.
Stepping in now, Ji-Man Choi, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 home. Hard hit ball to second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Yandy Diaz is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. None out. Runners at first and second. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Brian O'Grady.
Striding in once again, Brian O'Grady. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
He's set and the pitch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play. And another crisis is averted here as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Cubs 6, the Rays 2. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
The third baseman, Chris Bryant.
First offering on its way. Oh and 1, here it comes. Swing and a line drive. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this throw gets away from him.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras. He swings and grounds it to short. Adames scoops it up, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Souza Jr. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a lead.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. They lead it 6-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Ryan Tepera will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Jason Hayward will also enter as a part of the double switch as he'll hit in the 7 hole in the lineup.
And batting 7.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and digging in is the outfielder Manuel Margot. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and look at this, a bunt attempt to start the 9th. Set to deliver the 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Mike Zunino.
So striding forward now, Mike Zunino. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line toward the gap in left center, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow,
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
Chris Herman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting for the Rays. Number 5, Chris Herman.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Barring any late turnaround, the win would belong to John Lester. 2 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Right side, but it's well foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
The 3-2 pitch. Seared down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Hunter Renfroe. It was a walk in his last trip. From the stretch. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, it's always been festive on Independence Day in the United States, but what makes the party even more fun is winning in front of your home crowd. Makes those fireworks even more enjoyable.
6-2 the final total today. Chicago put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. John Lester with his 4th win this season. Brendan McKay only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon.